As you can see, this part of the peaks is much higher than the northern reaches, hence why the Imperials built Specula Imperatoris where they did. I'm awfully close. Hi. See those three towers to the east? That's her. Sits right on the edge of a cliff, so attacking from the north is a fool's errand. From the south, on the other hand, she's no different from any other Imperial installation. You see now why Villadina was so important, eh? Right then. Come along, they're waiting for us in Alagiri. Oh, what are these? Pantera? Dun 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 dun. Ring. Spat. Walk. What did you say? Yeah, let's murder Pantera. Get out of here. Walk on home, boy. See, white rock. Not the color white, but the creature white. I wonder what it's named for. If it's named for the actual, like, creature of white. A zombie of sorts. I don't see any zombies, but there's a bunch of mood suds out here. Mud suds. Bunch of big green chuds. I really do not have any idea how to pronounce their name. I'm assuming it's Mood Sood. Whatever. Don't matter. Here we are. The new base of operations for the Alliance and the Resistance. Ah, there you are. Greetings, General. I see you've been quite busy in our absence. Less than you may imagine. The Imperials fled at our coming, and we took the village without a fight. Your timing is impeccable. We were about to discuss our strategy to seize in Specula Imperatoris. Though we are fresh from the road, we should be glad to attend. Good. Take a moment to gather yourselves and join us when you are ready. Silent nod. Now what do we got here? Selection of various level 68 armors, Dragoon included. The Zell skin. Well, you heard the flame, General. Looks like we've got a meeting to attend. Alagiri. Getting closer and closer to the original Alamigo. What's up, Connie? That everyone? Then let us begin. Alagiri is ours, and for a mercy we took it without losing a single man. But we dare not grow complacent, Specula Imperatoris would not be so easily won. If I may, General, should we not pause to consider the Imperial's motivations? For Xenos to surrender a fortified settlement of strategic importance without so much as firing a shot is inexplicable. We searched the village and found no traps or other signs of sabotage. Suspicious as though it may be, I will not refuse this gift from our enemy. The path to Alamigo is to the east, through Specula Imperatoris, and Castrum Albania. It bears repeating, however, that the latter is home to a massive cannon with unparalleled range and destructive power. Which means that we will need to strike Specula Imperatoris quickly, both to limit their ability to locate our forces in the field, and to utilize the installation as a shield against attack, as they would doubtless not risk damaging the towers. I see. Then we have no choice but to accept what we have been given. Aye, that's the way of it. I have no doubt that Xenos has got something planned, but we'll just have to deal with it when time comes. To the assault, then. The main host will commence a direct assault on Specula Imperatoris. During this time, I would hold these Scions in reserve at Alighieri to deal with any Imperial forces that may be dispatched in response. Understood. Wait a minute. We should be fighting with you in the Resistance. I understand that you don't want to rely too much on Zumacalis after what he's been through, but at least let the rest of us do our part. Okay, keep your big bad hero of light. Don't do anything too reckless, alright? Don't do anything I wouldn't do. I won't. I promise I'll do what Conrad says. Just make sure you blow up everything. Mayhap it would be best if I accompanied you. Alice can stay with Zumacalis. I'll go if you must. The two of us can take care of ourselves. You have your orders. Dismissed. Alright, Allie. What's me and you gonna get up to? Meanwhile, deep within an Imperial research facility. Sugar, spice, and everything nice. He might actually be creating a Powerpuff Girl. Oh no. Not Kryl. Holy hell, what are they doing?
Oh, my head.
Let us see. So, she lives. Impressive. Or merely lucky, though that too may prove a useful trait.
My lord, what have you done to me?
Though we Garleans are intellectually and physiologically superior in almost all respects, we lack the hereditary traits required for the reliable manipulation of ether, hence our unique inability to wield magics. This deficiency, for want of a better word, saw us subjected to decades of oppression by the lesser races, and we were eventually driven to seek shelter in the cold northern reaches of Ilsabad. Fortunately, said region was replete with vast deposits of ceruleum, which proved instrumental in the development of Magitek, a revolutionary technology conceived to compensate for our disadvantage.
So once oppressed and downtrodden due to their lack of magical capability, they turned it around, became a technological superpower, and then decided to basically become the Third Reich.
It was with Magitek that we grew strong, that our nation became an empire. Yet, ultimately, this was an extrinsic solution to an intrinsic problem. What I wanted was not a crude device to be used in lieu of magic. Through modification of the Garlean genome, I argued that it might be possible to enhance a subject's ability to manipulate ether, effectively empowering them to wield magics. Alas, my theories were met with consternation in the Imperial Court. Only Lord Xenos, with commendable foresight and wisdom, deigned to support my research.
Mm-hmm.
You gave me this treatment, but I'm not Garlean.
Alamegan, through and through. What you have been granted is far greater than mere magic. Before that lesser light, it is as a second sun.
I am informed that Alagiri was recently occupied by the Resistance, and that an attack on Specular Imperatoris is considered imminent. This could provide an ideal opportunity to test her performance in the field.
Your skulls, was it? They have joined the garrison at the Watchtower?
Yes, my lord. By your leave, I would rendezvous with them and lead a counterattack against the insurgents.
No. Even were you to leave now, you would not arrive in time. There is another duty I would entrust to you.
Ah, there's Thancred.
Found you.
So they locked Kryl and many others, presumably, in these cells. Then, for all I can decipher, just from what I've seen, somehow used their energy in an experiment to infuse Fordola with some form of power. Whether they are still alive remains to be seen. I half expect Kryl to be alive still. So full of fire and eager, weren't they? Well, I wouldn't worry too much. They're strong and they have each other. At least he spared me the trouble of having to speak up. I was about to at least go alone. Sure, I'll take that. And then I'll get a healing and or casting coat. That's a fair upgrade. As would that be. We have a fair bit of ground to cover, so we should split up. If you come across any Imperial soldiers, you know what to do. You know what to do. Oh, and so you know. I sent word to Arenvald's squadron. They are already searching for other nearby areas, so we have allies in the event that we encounter anything beyond our means. Okay. So I'm on a recon mission. Love me Tendalos. Get out of here. I have no interest in grasshopper action. How many stinky Imperials are there? 2? Well, that's one scout squad down. Oh, this fate is it's a Pantera fate. It's a boss Pantera. No kidding. Mind Flayer is up. Sky Armor and a Slasher. Okay, I might have to take a bit of a detour here. Because there's an S rank up. But where? South Shroud? Oh, that's not that far, actually. Okay, short detour. Well, not short, but relatively brief. Because it's a daggone S rank. And it's an old S rank. So it should get squished fairly easily. Party Finder. Dude. I was actually really lucky. That Party Finder specifically had a summoner slot. I don't know why. It's probably a mistake. Oh, scheisse. Get up there. There we go. 100 Seal, 100 Ally Seals, 50 Centurio, 100 Poetic Stone. All for a minute or two of work. And back to Alighieri. So this is Final Fantasy Online. Everything's going smoothly. You're just out and about in the field doing a quest. You know, doing gathering or whatever. And then suddenly the call goes out. Hey everybody, there's a super valuable mob to kill. For better or worse, it does bring the community of each server together. Oh, I ended up in a different instance, and that fate is up again. Fresh. 5-year energy? I don't think I want to drink that. I don't need an energy drink that lasts all day for 5 years. Or do I? Do I? Okay. Assuming that, number one, it doesn't kill me, which is a big if. Number two, it effectively removes my need to sleep. I might be into that. Five years with no sleep would essentially be like 8 years worth of time lived. You wouldn't have to sleep. Give me a moment, Zumacalis. Say that again, if you would. No, maintain your distance for now. Understood. Keep me apprised of any developments. That was Arenvald. The pair that was spying on us in the fringes has followed us here. What about you, Zumacalis? Any trouble? A little bit. A soldier, a dog, a couple of robots, and a giant mind flayer. And here I was, thinking we might be due for some peace and quiet. Glad to hear you dealt with them. I hope the assault on Specula Imperatoris is going well. Yeah. I mean, I do too. And I find it a bit odd that we aren't just there. Okay. So we're missing out on the bulk of the action. Robon is in fine form as usual. Oh yeah.
You've improved, lad.
Lil Pip. Can't trip the Pip, y'all.
Now, father. You lured the fool onto my blade, and do not try to deny it.
Our work here is all but done. What of Conrad and his men?
They are for the main tower. The skulls have offered fierce resistance thus far, but Conrad seems to believe he can convince them to lay down their arms.
Then we will tend to the stragglers down below. With me!
Father and son ass-kicking duo.
Report.
Enemy forces have overrun the lower facilities and appear to be mounting an assault on the main tower. We have already received a request for reinforcements. A unit of legionaries has been mustered and is ready to depart. They await your orders, Commander.
Stand down.
Commander?
Tell them to stand down.
Commander, if I may, our people, your people are still in there. They will be slaughtered.
You think I don't know that? I want nothing more than to help them. To lead the bloody charge. But I have my orders. Lord Zeno said no reinforcements. He would have us use the main cannon to destroy the installation.
Oh.
What? kill our own soldiers? You must be mistaken.
So they're going full Death Star on their asses.
Mayhap you'd like to ask Lord Xenos yourself.
No, I'd rather not fuck with Vader, thanks.
I thought not. Initiate the firing sequence. Wars are won on the backs of the dead. Theirs and ours. There is no truth but this. We must remain firm and resolute and always, always do our duty. Now, give the order.
Initiate firing sequence.
Witness the power of our fully operational Death Star.
Aye, aye. Initiating firing sequence. Release safety locks. Deploy main cannon.
Hansfred, Rudolph, Emlyn. For us. For our people. For our future.
I need you to confirm the target, Commander.
Alderaan.
Specula Imperatoris, main tower. Fire when ready.
Oh shit. Robot and Pippin and everybody else. This is giving me a serious Final Fantasy VII vibe. A giant Mako cannon.
What in the seven hells?
Long-range artillery.
Those treacherous bastards. Their people were still fighting. Full retreat! Now! Relay the orders!
Understood.
Yeah, they don't even care. They're just
All
bringing the house
forces retreat.
down.
I repeat, all forces retreat!
Goodbye, Space Needle. By the 12, did you see that? The main tower just collapsed. You heard it too, didn't you? It must have been the cannon at Castrum Abania. But that was an Imperial installation, and the troops were still... Damn it, no one's responding. I don't know if the shell is being jammed or... We have to go right now. They need our help. Yeah, I agree. After seeing a massive cannon blast towards our friends, we kind of need to haul ass. This way, there's no time to lose. Now, it looks like Robon and Pippin got out at least, according to the cutscene, but I'm sure the rest of our army can't be that lucky. Like, who's gonna die here? They're going to kill off a character, I guarantee it. It's worse than it looks. He probably wasn't even... Pull yourself together. The gate! This is our way inside. We have to find my brother, right now. Ooh, yeah, they didn't show him, did they? There's Alice, Robon and Pippin. I'm glad you're here, Zumacalis. In case it isn't obvious, the Imperials fired on us, on Specula Imperatoris. I didn't think they had it in them, to kill their own men just to kill us. Gods damn them all. And damn you too, Ricky. Where is my brother? Tell me where he is, I want to see him. He was in the tower when it struck, but that need not mean anything. Our forces are still evacuating, and many remain unaccounted for. Alice, listen. There are soldiers wounded and dying all around us. Soldiers with families, just like you and me. They need our help. Do you understand? He's right. I'll take the north, you take the east. Mighty Thunderstroke? What? Wow. I like it. I like it a lot. Ricky, get your butt back. Flame Serpent, Storm Soldiers. For a moment there, I thought I was bound for Thal's Great Hall. Ye gods, what were the Imperials thinking? Just give me a moment to let the world stop spinning, would you? There. Alighieri's not far. I'll make it. I'll make it. Ooh, Temple Knight. He doesn't look wounded. He looks deaded. Everything hurts. I think I was struck by debris from that tower. Wait, I know you. Zumacalis Dagaz, ward of House Forton. We fought together on the steps of faith. You saved my life back then, and now? I can walk, thank you. 1,000 times, thank you. Conrad, can you hear me? Nago, put him down over there. That's a loud dog.
Conrad! Conrad, speak to me!
It was all so sudden. Conrad had just convinced the last few skulls to surrender when we heard the bang and everything started to shake. We carried the survivors to safety, but Conrad's... We have done what we can for him. All that remains is to pray.
Conrad?
Is that you, Lise? I can't see a damn thing. Well, that's that then. Time's up.
No, C-Rad, no.
What are you talking about? You'll be on your feet before you know it.
You're my boy, Conrad. You gotta make it.
It's all right, Lise. I've lived long enough. But listen, I want you to lead the resistance in my stead.
Don't say another word. You'll recover. We'll recover. We'll bring freedom to Alamigo together. We're not going to stop here.
No, you won't. Everything we've built, everyone we've brought together, I know you'll show them the way. You've got it in you, Lise. Not because you're Curtis's daughter or Ida's sister, but because you're you. Because you're you.
And you don't know that you're beautiful. And that's what makes you beautiful.
Conrad.
Lead them to victory. To freedom.
I will, Conrad. I will. I promise.
Yeah, I knew they weren't getting out of this one without a loss. Meanwhile, in the chaos of Castrum Abania.
Next round, double the charge.
Oh god. I'm gonna fire again. Is that Estinian?
Come, Nidhogg. We are needed.
Dragoon bro. Estinian says, fudge that.
That's the cerulean pipeline!
Impossible! How can one man... Shoot the bastard! Shoot him!
Clearly, you do not know who he is.
My lance has slain far greater beasts. You're welcome, boy.
Notify all units! I want that intruder found! And get the engineers to fix my bloody cannon!
Good luck finding the man who can leap about 10 miles into the air.
The savages are coming!
Also, that's racist. They aren't savages. They just don't ride hoverboards everywhere. We could have killed them. We could have walked away. But instead we tried to convince them to lay down their arms. We tried to seek a peaceful resolution. We showed them mercy, and this was their response. Fire and blood. This was their answer. Such crimes cannot go unpunished. They must not. Gods as my witness, there will be a reckoning. Forgive me. Now is not the time for vows of vengeance. We must remain calm and rational and in control. The Imperials have demonstrated a willingness to fire on their own. So long as we remain here, we are in danger. We three will see to Commander Kemp's body, find my sister, and return to Alagiri. Where are you? What you doing down here? There, that should suffice for now. Go and join the others. Tell me you found Alfino. Tell me he's alright. Oh, he's fine. Oh, thank the 12th. I don't know what I would have done. Though, saying that, what will the Resistance do without Commander Kemp? Sorry, not here, not now. We should return to Alagiri. Keep an eye out for any wounded who need our help on the way. Uh-huh. It's going to be a few wounded soldiers. Someone hiding out the back. Wounded Imperial. It wasn't long ago I was trying to kill you and yours. I half expected you were about to slit my throat. To hell's with this. I should be back home in Ilzabard, instead of taking fire for my so-called comrades. Yeah. I imagine there's got to be at least a portion of soldiers that are on the screw my country bandwagon right now. They just so callously and carelessly just fire a giant cannon into your own troops. Thanks, friend. Bloody tourniquet came loose and I was having trouble getting it back on. I should be fine the rest of the way. Now where's my friendos? Ah, wounded resistance fighter. Oh, bless you, kind. Oh, wait, is that you, Zumacalis? I didn't recognize you at first. Been feeling a bit dizzy. Must have lost a lot of blood. I can keep going. Yeah, how about... Look. There. You'll survive the night. Get out of here, Mudchud. Got important business to take care of. Got no time for your BS. Go away, Chappie. Zumacalis, we have given over Commander Kemp's remains for safekeeping. Later, I have no idea when. Rites must needs be performed. For now, however, we must carry on. We must press forward. We must not give in to despair. Agreed. All Alliance and Resistance units have now withdrawn from Specula Imperatoris. It is time we spoke with General Alvin. Hold on. Shit's real. These deaths weigh heavy on my soul. Commander Kemp's most of all. He was a wise leader. He was a patriot. But above all else, he was a good man who would be sorely missed. One of many lost this day. I ask for a moment's silence to pray for the souls of the departed. We have suffered a grievous defeat, but we cannot and will not renounce this cause. The die has been cast. Hold tight to this grief, this anger, and let it drive you forward. Let it be your strength and your shield when next you face the enemy. It will carry us far, General. Of that I have no doubt. Ere we take another step towards Alamigo, however, we must first address the question of how to deal with Castro Mabania's cannon. If the Imperials are willing to employ a weapon without thought for their own soldiers' safety, we may struggle to approach them. A frontal assault is out of the question. We'd lose countless men before we even reach the walls. Would we? Recall that the Imperials could have obliterated our forces had they kept fire, but neglected to do so. No, they were prevented from doing so. They had no strategic reason to cease fire, which begs the question, why did they? You suspect they were unable to fire the cannon again, mayhap due to a malfunction? You can consider a Dragonfire dive to be a malfunction. Or one of their officers found his conscience after the first barrage, or a heretofore unknown resistance faction chose that moment to disable it. There are many possibilities, but the fact remains that they stopped when logic dictated they continue. Then I'll just have to go and see for myself if that cannon is still operational. Are you mad? Conrad put you in charge of the resistance. We can't risk losing another commander so soon. I know how you feel, Nago. I do. But I need you to understand. It wasn't long after Papalymo and I arrived at Raga's Reach that Conrad first asked me to join the resistance. And then he kept on asking. Every time I said no, I told myself it was because of the scions. But even then, I knew deep down that it was all an excuse. That I was still afraid of following my heart, because I couldn't be sure if it was for me, for Yida. But then I met someone on the other side of the world who had struggled with the same worries. And as we traveled and fought together, I saw him grow and become the leader of his people needed him to be. And now it's my turn to do the same. It's not a lot of us left, and of the ones that are, many are still wounded. We have to make do with what we've got, and I'm the best qualified. It's as simple as that. But don't worry, Nago. I'll come back. I promise. You better come back. While I acknowledge Commander Heck's right to carry out this mission, I see no reason why she should do so alone. Zumacalis, would you go with her? Would have done it even if you hadn't asked, sir. Then it is settled. We will await your return. Okay, speak with Elise. Sorry to drag you into this, Zumacalis. It may not be the decision Conrad would have made, but I'm not Conrad. I never will be. I don't know what kind of leader he was hoping for, but right now, all I can do is be myself. That's all we need. That's all we require. Is this weapon better than my anima? Like a little? Like a little bit. Not a lot, though. If you don't mind, I'd rather not wait around and have people try to talk me out of it. Let's get moving. I know a good vantage point overlooking the castrum. Newncliff's Hope. Newncliff's Hope. The what? The ship stranded on the rocks to the east of here. It shouldn't take us long to get there. Oh, but there might be some ancient golems guarding it. Or that might just be an old wives' tale. Either way, it's worth the risk. Lise, Commander. I pray you proceed with all due caution. Do not hesitate to call upon if needed. To reach the ship, we'll have to scale the cliff face. I'll get some climbing gear and meet you there, alright? I guess. Let's have ourselves a quick little repair job. Where are you? There you are.